Hey, what's up, y'all? It's DJ Buck. I got a good friend of mine on here right now, man. Nick Cannon, Audacy check-in. Nick, welcome to New York City, man.
Welcome to New York City. That's not just the start of a great record right there. We here,
if you
baby.
was to finish it off, Nick Cannon, welcome to New York City, the home of the what?
Oh, the home of the culture. The home of the culture. And because I say that because it's everything. If there was no New York City, then we wouldn't have the entertainment we have. We wouldn't have the style we have, the fashion, the food, all of that. We are the culture.
Now, you're used to being in New York City right now. When you was a young man, your first time stepping in New York City, stepping in Times Square and seeing everything, what did that feel like?
Scary.
It's scary, huh?
Larger than life. And I say scary, like not like out of fear, but scary of like the potential. Like, oh my God, I've arrived. This is everything from Broadway to, and us growing up TRL to 106 in Park to like, it was just that as someone who wanted to be all of those things and was a fan of just entertainment, I just saw possibilities and like, man, I could take this whole thing over.
It made you believe you can do anything you want, right?
Absolutely. And I was scared of the potential. I was like, yo, I could take it wherever I want to take it. So it was endless possibilities.
Now, Nick, when you first got here, welcome to Audacy, welcome to the block, man. Did they give you any gifts yet? Because I got some gifts for you.
Oh, I'll keep it coming. Come on, bro. I'll take it. I ain't got nothing yet. This is under my chair. You're doing like Oprah.
I got some Obama soda.
I'll take it.
You take that one? Okay, hold on.
I'll take it.
I got some mac and cheese for you.
Where are you getting this stuff?
Some French Montana mac and cheese, man.
Where is this coming from?
I got a little Febreze too. I'll put that right there.
Okay, you need that. You
travel a lot. Hey, coming up, man. What kind of music did you listen to growing up, Nick? Man, there's a lot of you. You've been all over the place. What was your favorite type of?
I'm a child of hip hop, but I was, I'm a musician. I was born in a church, so gospel music is probably the first music I've ever heard. And then so I'm a strong blend of gospel and hip hop. But I was one of those kids in the 80s, man. Like I would take every church instrument and try to flip it and make hip hop music with it.
Did you?
Yeah. So I'm an 80s baby to the core. But I have an extensive library of gospel, but then I came up through hip hop. It's in my DNA.
Remember the first time Kirk Franklin Stomp was played in the club? I thought I was wrong for playing Stomp in the nightclub, but it turned to party out. It turned to party out, man.
Oh, facts. Because one of the main reasons was because it was a Parliament Funkadelic sample of the One Nation Under the Groove. You could blend them two together and get it rocking.
I didn't think you know about that One Nation Under the Groove, Nick Cannon. I didn't think that, man.
All day.
Nick, man, for me and you, old school was different for different people, and right now my old school could be different from yours, and we got some young kids, old school could be different. So sometimes when I do old school, I made up a term called middle school. So the 25-year-olds can understand what I'm doing.
I like that.
You have to create it because it's different for everybody, Nick, man. And what are some of your favorite New York City artists growing up listening to?
But see, like you make a great point, but because there's a thing, and as we all know, when we use the term classic is timeless. Right. I believe time is a man-made thing, but energy lives on, and we can't. That's one of those things. So if a record has the right energy, it'll instantly become a classic. And that's where the space of whether we talking old school or throwbacks and stuff. So I really like to use that term classic because a classic could be something that was made last week or something that was made 60 years ago. And I love my classic artists. And I feel like when you get to be a part of an era that becomes a classic era, like what Bad Boy did, man, like that's classic. You know what I mean? Like Hypnotize is a classic. You know what I mean? And that to me, and just my personal opinion, the best hip hop album ever created is Life After Death. And because when you think about every song it's 23 tracks on there. Right. Every single song is a hit. Like, every song. I don't think that's ever been done before in music.
No skips. No skips, no skips
at all. And it gives you a different vibe. And that probably is a great capsule of that era. You know what I mean? That we like to call the golden era of hip hop. To where when people was getting money, people was feeling good. It was all love. And it was just feel good music.
Now I got to give you credit, Nick, because coming up, you've done everything. You've been here with me a few times. You've done back to school event. We did Pennies for Peace and you showed up and performed. You always have this thing where you want to touch the kids and you're tangible. That's what I like about you. It's a good feeling when I sat back and I watch you, do what you did for all those kids. It's amazing. How does that make you feel when you're doing things and you're seeing, the love you're getting?
Man, it's purpose, man. I always feel too much is given, much is required. And that's what I was taught. So like, I do this for the culture. I do this for the people. I don't do, I've been blessed enough, man. I've kind of probably accomplished and been a part of my biggest dreams. You know what I mean? I've done it all. But so now the thing that drives me each and every day is creating opportunities and platforms for others to do the same. So it starts with the youth. I've been a youth advocate since I was a youth. You know, about a lot of things that gone on in my career. I was the youngest to ever do this and the first kid to ever do this. And now that I'm an old man, like I get to with a whole bunch of kids. Now I get the opportunity to actually, pay it forward and really pass that baton on. So I'm a huge advocate for the youth. So whenever, and I feel like, we have so many social issues and things within the community that need to be fixed and addressed. But at the core of it, if we start with our youth, they'll and embody them and empower them with all of the essential tools, they'll handle it, and so I feel like, as cliche as it sounds, the children are the future, but as the generation that came before them, we need to give them everything that they need to be able to make the future as bright as it possibly can be.
Now, speaking of the youth and speaking of your kids, man, there's only 24 hours in a day, Nick. You have to manage all of that. I think you get 2 hours of sleep every night. I think so.
That sounds about right.
And you've been doing it for years, so you operate like that. But how do you, your time, how do you distribute your time with your family and everything else you're doing and your kids?
Time management is an amazing thing, man. But even before I get to time management, because I always say time is man-made. Energy management, being able to manage your energy, knowing where to rest, knowing what to put your energy to, that it has a positive return, because I really believe energy is currency. So in that sense, I try to invest as much into the energy, and things that aren't worth my energy aren't worth my time, and so if it's not going to have a strong return when it comes to building myself up or building my family up, then there's no point in being involved in it. So and that's how you got to look at your 24 hours. It's like, how do I get the most out of this? What can I do that it's actually gonna come into fruition and put it into the universe the right way. So that's kind of how I look at it. Like, I used to say, time management is everything, but energy management is probably more important than time management.
One of my favorite things you did is a movie called Drumline. 20 years, man. 20 years. What are you guys doing to celebrate that? Anything special? What are you doing to celebrate that?
I've heard a bunch of things that we're supposed to do, but I mean, like, I've been picking up the sticks again, just getting ready just to make that. But the crazy thing is the kids, what they do with their snare drums today is complete. They took it to the future. If they ever made another drum line, I'm gonna just have to be a coach or something like that, because what they do is next level nowadays.
Nick, with another drum line, you got to bring a drum machine, and
I'll program something.
That's what you do, and you're gonna win. You're gonna be the best at it. Recently, I've seen you recording. I didn't think you played piano like that, man. I was looking at your fingers. I'm trying to look over the screen like
everybody trying to see. Is
he touching those keys or what?
I grew up in the church, man. Like there's not an instrument I can't make noise the right way. So yeah, I've been playing piano for years. I never really got the opportunity to showcase that in a big way. So now, as I'm getting a little bit more mature and in the space of, R&B and soul, and even getting back to my gospel roots, I'm definitely, picking back up on the keys, and really, man, like really just trying to be a all around entertainer. And it's working, man. We having fun. Like you said, I'm definitely back in the studio. We're recording, but it's kind of more of from a mature standpoint of really just tapping into my R&B bag.
Man, you've been coast to coast. You've been this side to that country to this country. New York City is kind of special. What's special to New York? Now that you're in New York City, what's the most special thing to New York? Because you've been everywhere. It has to stand out.
Yeah, the resiliency of New York. I mean, especially we all been through a pandemic. We've all been through tough times and currently experiencing tough times. But when you see people in New York, how strong they are, the energy, the vibration in New York, it's like it gives you hope. It gives you, it encourages you because when you see this city is the city that never sleeps. And I never sleep. So it's like it's really just that vibration, that energy of like, yo, you can't stop New York. You can't stop New Yorkers. And we here to stay.
Welcome to the block, man. The 24 hours is a lot of hours, but you seem to get 2 hours of sleep, but you still manage to work out. How do you fit your routine into doing that? And you don't got a bunch of trainers around you. I seen you doing it by yourself, man. How do you fit that in? How many times a week do you do it? Don't tell me you do it every day, Nick.
You got to do something every day. That's the secret to it, is you got to do something every day. We do on my show and even on my social media. It's called the Incredible Workout, 10 exercises in 10 minutes. And everybody has 10 minutes, you know what I mean? But there's a core workout that you can do that I actually feel like you've been working out for hours and it only takes 10 minutes. And it's just like, it's a nonstop thing. And it's really a lot of core exercises. I mean, I'm pretty sure you see me on social media. I'm doing a lot of pull-ups and a lot of things where you don't even need actual weights or equipment. It's things that you could do, whether you're in a hotel room, whether you're at the job, anything. So we really try to push people. We've been doing a lot of 30-day challenges, and with just 10 minutes a day, we've seen people drop, 20, 25 pounds north of that, just with 10 minutes a day.
What is it about radio that still excites you? Radio can do certain things. You can send certain messages. And I've been listening. You always have a positive message during your show. It reaches people. It's the contact you have with people. When I talk on the radio, I imagine people in the car looking at the radio. If I said something that's going to grab their attention, and that makes me feel like I accomplished something. If I can finish a day making one person say, something, that was right, or that was funny, I think I've done that. What is it about radio that's important to you now that you're back on the block?
I always say radio is the most intimate form of entertainment. You have a real connection. The people feel like they know you. You can talk to you. You crack the mic open and you get, I'm as raw and as vulnerable as I possibly can be. And they feel like they know you. They're going to talk to you. They're going to hear you every day in their car on the way to work. They're going to hear you when they're working out in their headphones. So you get to be true and you get to be sincere. When I'm doing TV, I'm shiny. I got the suits on and the diamond shoes and all of that stuff. When I'm making music, it's the same thing over and over. It's polished. It's put together. When they see me in the movies on a large screen, radio, this is who Nick is. This is who you get. And it's exactly what you said about that positive reinforcement. It's that connection to be on the highest frequency at all times, to be an optimist. I feel like that's what people need. They need that energy. And I'm trying to offer that up.
You're doing a great job, man. Welcome back to New York City, New York, the block, 94.7. You sound great on the radio. I'm so happy to have you as part of the family.
There it is. Likewise. That's how we do, beloved.
We're gonna do it. And are you and Kevin Hart ever gonna squash the beef and just
no?
Are you ever gonna stop?
It's all going forever.
Come on, man. He got you to that.
This man just sent me a vending machine full of Magnum condoms. He got something coming literally too. I got it. Gonna happen.
Because he got the upper hand right now. Come on, Nick.
I'm cooking up something little for him.
Hey, Nick Cannon, thanks for joining us on the Audacy check-in. We appreciate it. Good luck. The block each and every day, man. I'll be sure to, when I'm in New York City, I'm going to stop in and hang out with you for a little bit. But we've known each other for a long time. And I got to say, I appreciate our friendship. I appreciate the realness, the connection we have. Even though we haven't spoken in years, it's like, boom, it's automatic. And that's the realness of you. Even though the superstar is Nick Cannon, but there's a part of you that's still just so organic and real, man. I like that.
Man, that's love. I gotta come out there and check you out again. I mean, I'm grateful for everything that you've done and all the help you've given me throughout my career, man. So salute to you.
I'm just happy to be a little bitty piece of it. You did a lot, man. Congratulations, and we'll talk soon, Nick.
No doubt, Buck. Peace.